to Straight from the K, and we can talk about whatever women's choices and divorces. Hey, it's all up to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Bring my hook in for me, boo. It's straight from the K. And it's straight from the K. But straight from my bed. Okay, I'm in my bed today. Not all day, but right now, because I'm trying to catch up with myself. I'm real tired. I've been working real hard on a lot of different projects. But let me get into what this is about. So here we go. Once upon a time, you got your taxes, then you got back, and your car got flat in. But anyway, this is about income tax check cars, young ladies, men, but the challenge for ladies, especially us black women who keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. I'm only going to talk about this because this is one of the things that's a setback in our life. If you keep repeating this every time you got to get your tax return, then you're not growing towards anything when you get your money. You're just doing the same thing. You're gonna give me another car, gotta give me another apartment, I gotta keep getting the same thing over and over again every year. And you I remember the days I don't get a tax return anymore, but I used to get a tax return, but now taxes get me. I have to pay them. They said, break yourself, fool. So anyway, that's that. But I like to talk about these things because I don't know, maybe it's not no one who can tell you, or the males that's around you haven't took the time with you, or maybe I just don't even care to know, because right now it's on YouTube. Most of these things I'm about to say, just little simple things that I'm about to say that will help you pick a better car. First of all, if you get to Texas early enough, then maybe you can get a good car. I don't like buy here, pay here's too much, because they usually have got the cars from an auction. And auction meaning that the car probably got put out of service because of it used to be a rental car. So that means it's probably going to been kind of dogged out. It might be low mileage when you get it, but you know how people drive rental cars. You know what I'm saying? They be smoking all in them and hitting the gas all fast, because they be using it to go out of town, or just be doing. They don't care about it. So that's the car that's the car end up on the lot, okay? And also cars that has been in some kind of disaster, like a flood or something like that, or an accident, and it's able to deem it not destroyable, like it wasn't totally, it's not totaled out, so it can still be sold. It just had to be fixed. I don't know if you pay attention, but that one or two mechanics they have at the at those buy here, pay here's, they usually working hard, and they're doing the best they can. They try to put something together for you to buy. So don't care about how good it looks, okay? Don't care about how good it looks. So please don't have shiny things syndrome, okay? That means it looks good, but it ain't worth. Just like a nice looking man or a nice looking woman, same thing with a car. So so anyway, you didn't get on the lot. Oh, and if your baby daddy or boyfriend don't know nothing, that ain't who you need to take, because he's just gonna agree because he ready to sit on the side seat, you know what I'm saying, or ready to drop you off, or he can keep your car, okay? So don't say to him if he don't know nothing. Don't believe that he knows something he don't know nothing. Just because he smoke a cigarette and he might can change oil or something, or put your gas in, that is not knowing about cars. It's a certain function of things that must be maintained. There gotta be systematically going on for a car to be deemed okay. Nothing's going to be perfect. All cars will have to be worked on. It's anything man-made got to be worked on. You know what I mean? We got to be worked on. So it's not going to be a perfect car, especially if you ain't driving off the lot with a zero. So, ladies, if you're going, you need to take a mechanic with you. If you don't have a mechanic, take someone who's a little more knowledgeable. If you can't do that, listen to me. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. You're going to get in the car. It looks nice. All right. You're going to check the upholstery. If it's up to your liking. You're going to do all the bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff like that. You're going to open up the hood. You're going to look and see. Make sure ain't nothing like revved up, about to go out. Radiator don't look like it's got pounds and pounds of sealant in it. Sealant look like little blocks Like you'll see the sealant in the radiator. The radiator sits right here in the front. Okay, this is the engine. So radiator sits right here in the front of the car. That is a very important situation. That's most people on the expressway after they get their car. That's usually that's result of that smoke situation. All these things gotta work together. You don't want nothing that ain't looking right. Then, you know, you go ahead and take it on a test drive. First, you go around it. You walk around the car. You make sure that everything, you know, they got a key for it, and you know, you can open the lock and all that kind of stuff like that. Ain't no tricks. You ain't gotta like hit the door 2 times just to open it. Things like that. Then you're gonna take it on a test drive. This test drive is very important. Okay. You're gonna go and do not just look at the car and think it's cute because they cleaned the motor off and stuff. Take it on a test drive. Take it on a test drive. And I mean, I'm talking about go like about a good 5 blocks up. You know what I mean? And when you go, you're gonna go 40 miles, 20 miles, 30 miles. You're gonna hit it. Then, while doing the test drive, you're going to turn on everything. You're gonna turn on heat. You're gonna turn on the air. That's what you're gonna, because this is gonna tell you stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you get through, you're gonna turn your heat on. Then you're gonna turn the air on all the way. You know, while you test driving. Then you're gonna come back, and when you come back, you're gonna get on your knees. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Don't act like you don't know. You're gonna get on your knees. You're gonna look and see is anything telling you that this car can't take what I just did. Yeah, do I got leaks now? Because you probably didn't have no leak. The car been sitting out there. They had it all set up, ready for you to buy. But once you drove it and put the pressure on it and brought it back, is anything leaking? You don't want nothing leaking. And I mean nothing. You don't want no leaks. The only thing leak really is like air conditioning when you've been driving for a while. That's when you've been on, like, you know, you've been sitting in traffic and it's hot and you've been using air conditioning, and usually you get like a little drop at the bottom. But that ain't, we ain't talking about that. We're looking for brown leaks, transmission leaks, oil leaks, you know what I'm saying? And radiator. Green. We're looking for green, brown, orange, okay? Check them colors out. Green, brown, and orange. And if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you, don't be too cute. So don't go out there with your, your stilettos and stuff that you finna buy a car. Come on back. Pull the car back from where you parked it at. Take your finger, or you can get a napkin if you bougie. I get a napkin and a finger. But usually I get my finger. I take my finger. If anything is leaking, I put my finger on it on the ground. I want to see the color of it. That's how you know what color it is. If it's brown, you know you're coming from the oil. If it's orange, you know you're coming from the transmission or something. If it's green, you got a radiator, you got a coolant leak. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're looking for. And green, you don't gotta touch it because you're gonna see that it lights up. You don't have to touch green. The orange and the brown get kind of tricky because they might not have changed the fluids and stuff. But hopefully they at least got it. But see, this time of year they be trying to pump them cars out so fast. They just rubbing on like a genie and spinning them out. For whatever issue, whoever got the less issue. So if they think they don't know. They're doing the Jack in the Box. They don't know either. They're just going for it. Look good. I know I can make some money. It's gonna be an as-is sale, as is. So let me go back to that. So I like private owners or people who got like maybe 3 cars up there. Cause their mechanic ain't working that hard. You know what I'm saying? Then they probably put a little more time into the car. I bought my daughter a car about a year or 2 ago. She drive a Buick and the thing ride good. Person only was selling like 3 cars. You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4 cars at a time. So that mechanic wasn't so demanding. Plus we bought it out of season. It's best to buy your car out of season. Like we bought it like in August. You know what I'm saying? So it was out of tax season. People got more time to pay attention to what they're selling to you than tax season. Because this is a greedy time. People trying to come back from their Christmases and they just trying to come up. Just feast the family. This is a good time for them. This is their Super Bowl time, so they can make it. So back to what you're supposed to check. So if you see any of those things, I would move on to the next car. I wouldn't get it, because it's telltale signs that something you got a leak somewhere. You might have an oil seal ring leak. You might have a radiator cracked or something. You're cooling, why is you leaking radiator fluid? You know what I'm saying? Which is the green. You don't want to see the green at all. Not first get in the car, not in the beginning. Also, there might be a heater core issue that's might about to come out, and you don't want your heater core to go out. That's another thing, ladies. Check the right side passenger seat floor. See, is it wet, or has it just like wasn't wet? They might tell you, we just got through we just did some deep shampoo, and okay, whatever. Well, everybody should be wet in the car. The back seat should be deep shampooed and everything else. So make sure the front passenger side floorboard is not wet. That means it's a heater core problem. The heater core is an ugly problem. It's just like your hot water tank going on. What happens is all the fluid come out of your car into the floorboard right there inside your car on the passenger side, and you won't have no heat. And then you got to get that fixed. It's just making you spend more and more money. And let me see, you check the tires, of course. You want to make sure you got good tread. You don't want to go out there slipping and sliding. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, I got that sweat. I had to take my bed. I'm popping tag. I said, well, not. You don't want to be like that on the street. You know what I'm saying? You just want to control that at the parties when you dancing, with all us. And make sure it's clear. Of course, make sure your paperwork is very clear, especially when you get from a private owner. Make sure they have the title, and that if you buying it straight out, if not, still. And just pay attention to the signs of a car that may not be for you, and so we can stop seeing the income tax cars on the street, because this is we know when it happens, like, okay, everything. Oh yes, ladies, I saw on, I think, TikTok the other day, a girl opened up her radiator after she had drove it. I don't know. I'm here to tell y'all. If you don't know, I'm telling you now, because that's why I got the channel. Never open a radiator. It says it on the cap. Do not open, when hot. If you feel like, if you start seeing on your dashboard that your car is running hot, because you got C and then you got the H, and you see that it's going over. Most time you want that car to stay right in the middle, but if it starts going over the middle, that means you got a little issue. Might be a thermostat, anything. So, but you're trying to keep it going. You in the street. You coming from work or whatever. You trying to make it home. You open up. You go to the reservoir, which means the reserve. It's a little thing. You should already see fluid in there. If it's not no fluid in there, that's really a problem, because that means your radiator, your engine is sucking from it, because it's trying to maintain a temperature. So if it's down in the reservoir, it's a little clear container. It's usually, when you stand in front of your car, it's usually to the left. The clear container over there. You put some water or 50-50 coolant or whatever you got with you, and you fill from right there. Okay, you don't open up the radiator cap after you done pulled over on the street, and because the girl faces, you should see it's all burnt up. I said, what the heck happened? Okay, wow, nobody know nothing no more. But that's why we have the channel. Okay, so we can progress and move forward. But also, get you a motor club. AAA is what I go by. Don't never worry about, because I ain't spending the money this year. It's worth its money. People do not like to get up and come get you. Okay, I don't care how much they say like you. I went through it so many times when I was a young girl, you know what I'm saying? Coming from working jobs, I'd be like, hey, man, guess what? The car done broke down on me, man. Come get me. I'm right here on 75, whatever. You say you where now? These be my men or my girlfriends or whatever. So-called friend. I don't got no friends too much now, but back then, when you think you got, when you're coming up in life and you believe you making alliances with people and stuff, that's when you're gonna find out you ain't coming, and it turns into a whole bunch of complaining and making your relationship strained that you ain't had to have. Get you a AAA membership. You're gonna have to grow up, ladies. Okay, that's how we go forward. AAA membership. Get your basic one, okay? They'll tow you. They come. You know how dingy we are sometimes. You lock your keys out. You know what I'm saying? Most of the cars don't have keys you can get in, but because usually now these days the cars come. It depends on how old your car is, but most of the time the car is going to give you a sign. It's going to say something back to you, let you know the key is still in the car, because most cars are operated by a fob. You know what I mean? But if you locked out, you got a flat, your battery died, you need a tow. That's your man. That's your man right there. AAA. Okay, they're better than any man. They coming right now. They on their way. They even got an app. Okay, and you ain't even got to stay on the phone. You just tap the app. Are you in a safe place? And you're like, yeah. And then here they come. And that's all I want to talk about, because I just want to help us out a little bit and get a better understanding. Me, my background in this situation right here is that I was married to a mechanic for 10 years. My father is a mechanic. I hardly see him, but it's just naturally in me. And I've had really good mechanics that took the time back when I was buying older cars to break it down, each part of the, the engine, the transmission, the radiator, different things like that. And I had problems. So when I had problems, I would ask questions. So that's how I started learning about cars. And like I said, I also was married to a mechanic for like 10 years. So, I had to learn something. So, you'll learn something. Okay. I hope this video helped you. Like, comment, subscribe. I really wanted us to, at least to get yourself out the street. Learn how to check your oil too. Your dipstick in the front. It says it's usually more in the front, and the transmission is more in the back. You need to check both of those. Okay. Oh, one more thing. If you drive and the car like you don't want, car supposed to sound like this. Okay, so if you're not shifting, you're like, it's like it's sliding into it. Transmission, you don't want that. Okay, you're supposed to. It's, like I said, the car is very timed, so you don't want nothing's gonna have you like. It's supposed to be not. It'll jerk on you when it's not right, or it's sliding to it. You don't want that. Okay, that's problems coming. And you want to buy another you want to buy a transmission. Do you want to buy a transmission after you just bought a car? You do not want to buy a transmission. Okay, because you're gonna remember, it's gonna be an as-is situation. So unless you're going to get you a new car, you know what I'm saying? Now you on that level, that's fine. I'm talking to the ladies who like, who out here trying to get to work and trying to move forward in their life and make sure they have something to drive for their kids and stuff, but they keep picking the wrong car, and they keep taking Ray with them to go get the wrong car. He co-signing on the mess. Straight. Metro Atlanta, check me out on March 16th. I will be at a pop-up at the 1919 Metropolitan Parkway at about 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and I have a lot of good deals. And all right, now check out my promo. Appreciate you. Oh, shout out one more time to Built Different Construction. He really hooked me up. Working on my floors now. Built Different Construction in Metro Atlanta. He's good, great. Call him. Check him out.
Yeah. Jet on it.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, Cosmo, you gonna rock it, right? You gonna do it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cosmo, what's the name of this again? I forgot.
Jam on it.